let's be clear, this is not about some subtle upgrade to your banking app. We're talking about Agentic AI, a technology that is poised to completely rewire the entire financial services industry. And it's going to do it by making smart, proactive financial decisions for you.
I mean, listen to that. That sounds like something straight out of a movie, doesn't it? One single command that kicks off this whole chain of complicated actions. Comparing flights, booking hotels, and figuring out the absolute best credit card to use for rewards, all without you lifting another finger.
But here's the thing. This isn't science fiction anymore. The basic technology to make these kinds of requests happen, it's already here. We are right on the cusp of a huge shift, where AI goes from being a reactive little helper to a proactive agent managing your money. And that shift, well, it's going to shake the absolute economic foundations of banking. Billions, with a B, are on the line because this technology is designed to attack the one single thing the entire industry has been built on for decades, our own inaction.
Okay, so to really get why this is such a massive deal, we first have to wrap our heads around a key concept. It's called the inertia dividend. Think of it as this hidden subsidy that has been quietly powering bank profits for a very, very long time.
Let's put some numbers on this. The global payments industry is a colossal $2.7 trillion machine. And a huge chunk of that money, especially from things like deposits and credit cards, relies on one simple truth. Most of us just don't bother to optimize our money every single day.
And this right here, this is all the money we're collectively just leaving on the table. While you can go out and get a high-yield savings account that pays you over 4%, the national average is less than 0.5%. That huge gap between what's possible and what's actually happening, that is a core driver of bank profits. And yeah, that gap has a name, the inertia dividend. It is literally the profit banks make between what we could do with our money and what we actually do. And Agentic AI, well, it's being built for one single purpose, to systematically wipe that gap off the map.
And you better believe these agents are going straight for the jugular. They're going to attack the two biggest profit centers that are built on that inertia, your deposits and your credit cards. So first up, deposits. Just imagine a save bot that's connected to your accounts. Maybe it keeps, say, $1,000 in your checking account for daily stuff. And the second you have any extra cash, whoosh, it automatically sweeps it into a high-yield account. If you dip below your limit, it just sweeps it right back. Zero effort from you, maximum yield. This one simple automation completely guts a bank's cheapest source of funding.
And hey, if you think this is all just theory, you have to look at what already happened in China. Back in 2013, Ant Group launched Yuebao. It let people sweep their spare cash into a money market fund with literally one tap. By 2017, it was the biggest in the world with $268 billion in assets. It scaled so fast, it actually became a systemic risk, and regulators had to step in. This shows you exactly what happens when you remove friction, even without a true AI in charge.
Okay, so that's deposits. Now credit cards. The same exact principle applies. In the US alone, we're talking about a $234 billion revenue pool. It's built on 3 pillars: the interest they make, the interchange fees for merchants, and all those other fees. An AI agent is going to attack every single one. Your agent will be relentless. When you're at the checkout, it'll route the payment to whichever card gives you the best rewards for that specific purchase. It can be constantly hunting for better card deals and just automatically apply for you. It can roll your balances over to a new card right before that 0% intro offer expires. And it will never let you forget to redeem your rewards points ever again.
But this is the real existential threat. It's called account-to-account payments. An AI agent trying to find the absolute lowest cost could just decide to bypass the card networks, Visa, MasterCard, altogether. It would just pay the merchant directly from your bank account for a tiny, near-zero fee. This doesn't just chip away at revenue, it cuts the card companies right out of the loop. Now, okay, this all sounds massive and like it's going to happen tomorrow, but this incredible momentum is about to run head-on into some very real-world problems. And those hurdles are what will decide how fast this change really happens. Yeah, adoption faces some serious roadblocks. For example, our whole credit scoring system today can actually punish you for opening new accounts, the very thing an agent would do to get you a better deal. And then there's the huge issue of trust and liability. Who's on the hook when an agent makes a big, costly mistake? These are real challenges, from regulation and data privacy to old-school payment systems. But think of them as speed bumps, not stop signs. So, as this old model built on inertia starts to crumble, a whole new competitive landscape is taking shape. And in this new world, power and value are going to gather around 5 new control points. This is where the battle for the future of finance is going to be won or lost.
Getting these right will decide who wins. Credentialing is all about who gets to act on your behalf. Trust and liability. That becomes a product itself, basically insurance against agent screw-ups. Integration at the checkout becomes the new prime real estate. And decisioning logic and behavioral data, that's the new gold, because whoever understands and predicts what you need best will control your financial choices. The winners will own these new choke points. Which brings us to the most fundamental shift of all. In this new world, your favorite brand, your loyalty, it means very little. Your product has to be engineered not just for people, but for machines. It's a simple and, frankly, a brutal new reality. You either perform or you become completely invisible to the algorithm.
I mean, just look at the difference. We are moving away from a world driven by habit and brand loyalty to one driven by pure logic and performance. Those manual, infrequent interactions we have with our bank, they become automated and continuous. And the winning advantage isn't just about being convenient anymore. It's about radical transparency and optimized results, period. In this new world, there is no coasting. As the source material puts it so well, relevance has to be re-earned moment by moment every time an agent refreshes its rankings. Brand loyalty is dead. It's being replaced by this constant, relentless, algorithmic competition. So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought, a real gut check question. Take a hard look at your own financial products, your savings account, your credit cards, all of it. If tomorrow, a completely logical, emotionless AI agent was put in charge of your money, and its only goal was to optimize it, would your current bank even make the cut?